mold growing in that because it becomes contaminated. So when you try and mix this truth with the things that the people of the world are already dealing with, it only makes a worse situation for them because they can't get it. They're not going to get it.
Yeah, because they stand on a lot of things, man. They've gone too far into the world. The world is deep and dark, man. Filled up with darkness. The darkness goes deep, man. A lot of people have done a lot of things that have corrupted themselves. The scripture says, unto the pure, all things pure, but unto the defiled and unbelieving. So some people are walking around and they're defiled, man. They're defiled. The scripture says something that's pure can't enter into something that's defiled, man. You know what I mean? Or wisdom is not subject unto a malicious soul. Some people are literally wicked, they're actually demons. You gotta be careful about the type of company you keep. But some people, they look like normal average people with a big smile on their face. You know what I'm saying? They well put together, know how to dress, but they're demons, man. There's just you know, don't just get the scripture says, don't give yourself over unto any, man. You know what I'm saying? Always keep to yourself the preeminence. Because when you deal with people, just watch how they do things, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Watch how they do things and their behavior.
Yep.
What their behavior towards you. And you'll start to see little things about them, man. You just start to see, yeah, this person ain't right. You know what I mean? You need to get the hell away with certain people. Certain people like starting strife, man. Because they got nothing going on. They get a kick out of annoying other people.
Yeah.
And pissing other people off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Then the other day, yesterday, chilling with this guy I know, he sells incense outside Iceland, Brixton, right? And flipping, this woman came up asking me for directions for Tulse Hill station, right? Train station. I said, oh, I tried to be as helpful as I could and said, take the 432, that goes to Tulse Hill. But obviously, I didn't know where the station was, but I said, if you can take that bus to Tulse Hill. She goes, oh, if you don't know, then say so, innit? Like, she tried to be smart with her mouth, innit, towards me. Yeah, she kind of walked, she tried to, you know, disrespect me. I was just trying to help her. Then I said, man, let's get out of here then, man. You know what I mean? So, her pride prevented her from continuing to walk on. She had to come to my face and start shit. She even got on her phone like she was getting ready to set me up with something. She said, oh, you never guess what happened? Some boys in my face telling me this, that. And I was like, oh my days. She's a woman, innit? And the guy was telling me, oh, don't get roused up, because you know she's an older woman. She said, oh, I got big kids. They're all grown. And she's trying to intimidate me and shit. She's staring at me in my eyes. I said, man, just leave me alone, man. I tell her to leave me alone. She still stood in my face, looking at me in my eyes like she wanted me to react, innit? You know when a woman stand in your face, she want to stir you up,
strife,
trying to
man.
get you to hit her back.
Yes.
I saw the demon I was on her and I was like, yeah, you want them ones. And then the guy that sent the incense, he tried to chat to her to try and it's cool, just try to get her along. Then I went like that, yeah. And when she saw that, then she came back into my face. She came back into my face. And then like,
you know, brother D-Don, I think she kind of liked you.
She liked you.
Yeah. So, some, yeah.
She wanted you to put her hands and grab her up.
Yeah. That's that. Yeah. Go on.
Anyway,
I know them kind of black women.
By any means necessary for attention, some of them. Yeah.
She came in my face, and then she was like, she tried to do a different method. She was like, okay, we say, can we just leave it at peace? And she put her hand out and shake hands and shit. And I was like, I kept telling my girl, she thinks she's a man, innit? And then she was like, let's shake hands. And I was like, you know what? This anything to get her out of my face, innit?
Just do it.
So yeah, sure.
She might have wanted that. She might have liked that stand firm energy that you was putting her. You was putting her in her place. Because some women, I did it to a woman one time, and she said every time she used to see me, which I didn't fancy her, but she used to say, "That's my husband over there. That's my husband." When I cussed her out, like got exploded because I was living in a tenement yard. And the women, you can't avoid the women then.
Yeah.
So I got so pissed off, I cussed her out and let rip. I said, don't play with fire with me, you know, right? And then everything calmed down. And ever since I said that, she used to always say to people, that's my husband, you know, that's what, you know? So they like, some of them attracted to that masculine energy, you know?
Because you gotta understand, a lot of dudes ain't stand up like that. So to be around that, it's like, damn, man. And I think she was kind of mad because like, I wish I had a guy like that.
Yeah, that's what she was saying. She said, oh, look at you, and everything like that. Well, after I shook her hand, she was like, oh, look at you, and everything like that. She was complimenting me and stuff. Yeah. But the point, And so I shook her hand. And I was hesitant to shake her hand because I was like, wait a minute, it's a second ago you was trying to set me up. How you trying to shake my hand now?
Nah, she liked you, bro.
But this how people of the world are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some people, they get off and start in strife, man.
Yeah.
And they got demons on them. They can't just be at peace and, you know what I'm saying? They got to do something to annoy people.
Or just drama.
Or say something smart out their mouth. You know what I mean? They got to do something to energize their day. But, go on.
I've got a quick scripture concerning what you're saying. I know you wanted John 3. Let me quickly get this. This is Proverbs 16 and 28. A froward man soweth strife, and a whisperer separateth chief friends.
See what I mean? And all these people do these things because they're without the truth. What did it say? It said a froward man.
A froward man soweth strife.
Sows strife, man.
Yeah.
Ooh. You know them guys in school, and you start doing letting you know think, ooh. Don't have that, black. You know what I mean? Don't have that, fam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Starting a drama so they can come up on the phone. Hey, you never guess what happened, you know? No, your thing got into a fight with this guy. You know what I mean? Just so they can chat some shit. Cause niggas know that that's what attracts hoes, man.
Yeah.
You always got some story to tell about this happened, that happened. Some bullshit that you started. And that's feminine. That's feminine, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And a whisperer separateth chief friends.
A whisperer separated chief friends, man. Don't be talking other men's business. That's how you become a good friend, man. You know what I'm saying? You can hold a man's secret. Because if you tell a man's secret and that man find out you've been spreading abroad his business, he's going to be wary of you, man. He's never going to want to talk to you again. Or definitely not on that type of level. Because he knows that anything he tells you, you're going to tell the whole world, man. That's definitely a guy you don't want to get too deep in conversation with, man. Because that guy, he doesn't look at you with a good heart, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He probably thinks he thinks ill of you.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any respect for you.
Yep.
The man don't respect you. If you respect a man, you don't reveal his secret to other people. You know, when you tell a man your secret, you're telling that man your secret with a good heart, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you're hoping that that man is a good man, that he'll hold your secret. Yeah, he's a man of honor. You know, you like to think good of people. You like to think the best of people. And that's why you have a lot of people that become very cold-hearted, man.
Right. Yep.
Because they understand that there's people out there that don't have honor, that don't have integrity.
Right.
You know what I mean? You have a lot of bitter people. You see how demons can spread? Demons can spread because of all this, man. This is how the evil seed multiplies, man.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? You got something to say? Go ahead.
Yeah, I've got a couple of precepts on what you're saying. There's a few here. This is Proverbs 11:13. It says, "A talebearer revealeth secrets, but he that is faithful spirit concealeth the matter."
Go break that down,
Alright, so basically, a talebearer, you tell them something like the elder brother was saying, you tell them something, it's like they can't hold it in, it's like they're going to explode, so they take pleasure in finding the nearest person to tell the secret. And the scripture says, "A talebearer revealeth secrets, but a faithful spirit concealeth the matter." So if a faithful man will hold your secret and he won't go spreading it to everyone. But there's more. There's Proverbs 18:8. It says, "The words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down to the innermost parts of the belly."
I was looking for that.
Yeah.
I was looking for that. That's the spirit, man.
Wait, read that again, because I was trying to find the scripture.
Okay, this is Proverbs 18:8. It says, the words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly. So it's like when you tell someone a man's secret, that will wound him in a very deep way. Like, you know what I mean? It's like
It will. Go on.
yeah, it will be a very grievous wound. Not like you take a knife and cut someone, their flesh will heal, but when you wound someone in a spiritual sense, that lasts.
You feel sick in the belly, man. You feel like a fool for having trusted that man with that secret, man. You know what I mean? Okay? Because, you know, in the naivety of your spirit, you want it to be, you know, you like to think good of people. You know? So you pull this man over, you know, he seems cool, you're hanging out with him, you tell him your secret, whatever. And then 2 twos, you talking to somebody else and they're like laughing and say, you that guy did this, and thinking, how do you know that? He says, man, you know, he told me you do this and you do that. You're like, then you stop and think, I was just sitting with this guy the other day, telling him my ins and outs. So that means this man don't respect me. And then you're gonna see, and then I'll see this guy on the street again, and I'm gonna look at you different, man. You know what I mean? And that's how people become bitter, man. Towards other people, you start second guessing on other people. You know, you become distrustful. The scripture says, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, man. Okay? So when you see a man get licked down in the street, you're thinking, well, I don't care because he wouldn't have backed me. You know what I mean? You start to have like a lack of compassion for the next man. Because in your mind, you're thinking, well, he could have did the same thing to me. You know? And that's the times we're living in, man. Read that again. Read it.
This is Proverbs 18 and 8. It says, the words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly.
And don't be a talebearer, man. You lose honor as a talebearer. Be as a friend that can hold a man's deepest and darkest secret, man.
It's called being a brother.
Yeah, exactly. It shows that you have character.
Yeah.
That you are able to be trusted.
Can I say something? Not to be boastful in that, but you know, coming up, yeah, especially places where I've worked, I would have people come up to me that I didn't even really talk to too tough, and they would tell me stuff. And the reason being is because they know that my mouth, you know, they tell me something and that's it.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? That's it, done. And like you said, you're not going to get respect if you're out there. Well, that's what women do, man. They're spilling the beans.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's it. There you go.
That's a female thing, yeah.
All over Facebook, Instagram, and all these social media, you know, and it shows insecurity as well. Like you're an attention seeker. You know, you're telling other people's business because you want to be the next new hot topic is coming from you. You know, you're the one spitting out the next hot topic
You got something
about
to talk
this
about.
next person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Gossip.
Yeah, like everyone should get the latest headlines from you. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man.
Like what's that
That's
woman?
not honourable.
What's that woman's name? She has a show.
Wendy Williams.
Yeah, man, because women love all that shit. The
Yeah,
latest
that
news,
gossip.
man, the latest gossip, man. You're a man, you ain't meant to be like that. You're meant to be the opposite of that.
I got a
You know?
precept.
Go ahead.
Proverbs 22:3 says, the prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished.
Break it down.
I remember when I was getting to the girl thing, I was young, and man used to kind of, when you're young and a man know about girl, they pass it down to you. And he's got a whole heap of pick me now, that same one. He's got a whole heap of girl. And he used to always push that on me, get the girl them, the Benjamin, typical Benjamin. And he said when he was young, my age, you had one girl, he liked her. And he gave her one big medallion. Yeah, he said he liked this girl, he gave her one big medallion, sovereign that medallion, and then he said that she had to go to another country and he never saw her again. She took the medallion and he never saw her again. So then he started to learn that you have to be cold with girl. He said you have to be cold with them. I don't like no. He would check girl and sweet talk them. He never fancied them. Just get the thing and keep them anytime places to live.
He didn't fall in love with them.
He didn't fall in love with them. He would have picnic with them. They would come around him, and he felt no affection for them. He was cold-hearted, and he used to let me know what was going on. He was pushing that on me. You understand? So I played for a certain time until I got a bit into the Christianity thing. I played along with it, but the point is he knew, and it's a scripture. It's actually scriptural to do that. He said the prudent man passeth on and seeth the prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on. So he learned he was actually being prudent in that net on the left hand side with gal. You don't, because some men, are not in the know, wear their heart on their sleeve. And Jake in general, Jake, Jake, and in Christianity, I think I must have learned with him. Most I put me through a lot of things for me to learn. You wear your heart on your sleeve. You be sincere and genuine. You can do that with brothers, but you can't do in these world. In the world, fuck these people, man.
Quite right.
And
because you know this world is life in wickedness.
Yeah.
We know that. But at the same time, don't let the wickedness consume you.
Yeah.
Don't be a partaker in it.
Yeah.
The scripture says being unspotted from the world. So the endeavor is to remain pure, even amongst all this evil. That's the test and trial for man. You know what I'm saying?
There's a bit more?
Even though there's so much wickedness, you would have failed the test.
Yeah.
If you comply with the wickedness, just because you see that the multitude of people are doing it. You're not a sheep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
The scriptures say, there's no gall in their mouths, man.
Right.
So you gotta keep yourself that pure, that like a babe.
Yeah.
A babe don't have all this deceit and all this evil in it, man. If you check the typical, facade of a child, Yahweh Shai took a child and sat him on his lap and he said, if you don't be like this child, you wouldn't know why it's enter into the kingdom, man.
But
so you gotta try and take on the characteristics of a child, man. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
It says there, but by the humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and honor and glory. So with what you're saying, I saw people in Christianity, i.e. some people in my family and that, meek people, meek, humble. Maybe I learned some of that. Maybe and one woman said to someone in my family, that person's very, very meek. And I said, yeah, but she shouldn't fucking be meek with you. You understand what I mean? Because you're using her. You understand? Using the person. So I realized that humility to the Most High, that's really for the Most High.
Yeah, the Most High respect them.
Yeah, that's not for people who will exploit you. Because people will exploit humility. People that are humble.
Yeah, because the Most High, what's esteemed among men is an abomination to the Most High. You got something to say?
Yeah. I wanted to read something because you were saying something to the effect of, basically, don't do what the majority of what the world is doing. Something to that effect. So it says, this is Psalms 1 verse 1. It says, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners.
Right.
Nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and his Lord doeth he meditate day and night.
Yeah, you gotta see that ain't right, man. Nah, it's not right. So I'm not gonna do that. It's weak as well. You see Jake, man, he got that insecure spirit that he always gotta be among other niggas and that and do what they're doing because they don't want to be singled out and picked on. Fuck all that, man. Be strong. Stand for that which is right. Even if it means you walk in the lonely path, man. Most High will take care of you. You know what I mean? You set apart. Hey, man, I've told certain girls the truth, man. And they said I was an interesting guy, man. Because you don't speak like the other niggas, man. You got a different spirit on you, man. Sometimes you meet a girl, you don't want to tell her the truth because you know that if you tell her the truth, she's not going to deal with you. She'll probably think you're crazy. Tell her the truth and see what happens. And have no shame in it. And she'll be like, oh, you're different. You know what I mean? She'll see you differently, man. And she might want to chat to you more. Go back to that verse you was reading, man. You didn't even finish that.
Yeah.
And too, that's true because a lot of guys are not honest. And that's really what, I call them. No disrespect. That's what hoes want. They want a guy that's honest. Because a lot of them are not honest and they're just playing just like everybody else. They're being and acting like everybody else. So when you come and you declare your differences to them, it's like, okay, he sticks out. I like this guy and he's honest too.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Alright, do you want to read that precept again, or I've got another one that links it?
Bring out the same one.
Alright.
You haven't finished.
Proverbs 18:8. It says, "The words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly.
Right, man.
He that goeth about as a talebearer revealeth secrets. Therefore meddle not with him that flattereth with his lips." And there's one more here. It says, Proverbs 26:20. "Where there is no wood, there is no fire." So let me say it again. "Where no wood is, then the fire goeth out. So where there is no talebearer, the strife cease."
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It keeps peace, man. Respect. It keeps all that, man. When you reveal a thing, you lose that person's respect. You lose a friend. Then it all turns back on you. People lose respect for you. People don't want to befriend you.
You
know what I'm
may tell
saying?
their secrets too.
You know what I'm saying? If they're smart, they're not going to want to befriend you. If they're smart. You know? You think that's cool to be telling everybody else's business. Who's got a precinct?
Yeah.
Go on. I'm on. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 13:2. There's 2. It says, "A man shall eat good by the fruit of his mouth, but the soul of the transgressors shall eat violence." It says, "He that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life, but he that openeth wide his lips shall have destruction."
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes a demon on you comes on you and you want to tell another man's secret. But then you got to say to yourself, "Oh man, I can't do that to him, man. I can't do that to him." You know what I mean? You got to discipline that demon. Okay? You got to discipline that flesh. Okay? Read that again actually.
It says, Proverbs 13:2, it says, "A man shall eat good by the fruits of his mouth."
A man will eat good by the fruits of his mouth. So, if a man tells you a secret and you keep that secret, that man will see you as a trusted friend. And he'll call you more, and then he'll value you. And then you'll feel valued. You know what I'm saying? Because another man has placed some value on you. So you feel like, yeah, man, I got men out there that can confide in me, man. You know what I'm saying? That there's many men out there that view you as their best friend. So that means your man, they've noticed something about you. That you've got characteristics that they respect. Because you ain't gonna tell your business to to any old person. You know what I mean? That you probably feel like you can't trust. Maybe you're gonna tell your secret to somebody who you look at them and you feel like you're compatible with them. You know what I'm saying? Like can two walk, please they be agreed?
Right.
You're gonna tell your secret to somebody who you agree with, your spirit agrees with them. You know what I'm saying? If multiple men agree with your spirit, that means there's something about you that men can trust.
Yeah.
Men are calling you up, telling you their personal business. That means there's something about you that they've noticed on a spiritual level. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wanted to say because the reason why someone's going to tell you, secrets is because, they like you, they trust you in the first place. So you to take that trust, and reveal their secrets, man, that's a big disrespect.
That's the ultimate betrayal, man. You can't do that. That's a betrayal. You can't betray a next man like that. That means you wasn't thinking. Why did this guy tell me his secret? You wasn't thinking about that. Or that's why I said it's because basically you just got no respect. Maybe because you're young. You know what I'm saying? Usually you do that when you're young, man. When you're in school. You don't think you did this, You know what I'm saying? But if you're older, you gotta move a bit more wiser, man. If someone's telling you, like, there's certain information that you talk to everybody about. Like you're sitting at the staff room, you're busting jokes, rare tear, I did this on Saturday, but you don't really care, innit? It's just, so what, innit? But then there's stuff that you probably feel insecure about yourself that you don't want everyone to know about. You know what I'm saying? Or you probably, your intention is you don't tell no one about it. You don't even like telling yourself about it. You don't even like reminding yourself about what you did. But then you're probably chatting to a guy, that rapport is building, you know what I'm saying? That rapport is building between you and that guy. You know what I'm saying? And you might call that guy probably on a night. Because usually you tell secrets at night, man. I don't know. you call a guy up and, you talk at usually around 11 p.m. You're talking for hours. Then you might say, you know what, man? I want to tell you something, man. Blase, man. I did this back in the day, or I've got this kind of issue with me where I can't do this or I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's the next level of confidential info, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, and then you find out that this same guy is noising abroad those secrets. You're like, raw.
We should bring some.
You know?
Oh yeah.
That's betrayal. I know the scriptures speak about that.
No, I've got one at home.
Hold on.
You have to clean the house. Spiritually.
I know there's little things. You got something, bring out.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 19 and 6. He that can rule his tongue shall live without strife, and he that hateth babbling shall have less evil.
You know, and it's so much about secrets. Read that again.
He that can rule his tongue shall live without strife.
Yeah, what scripture is that?
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 19 and 6.
Okay. Sirach, innit?
Yeah, book of
Sirach
Sirach.
6 and 7.
Okay, Sirach. Okay.
And he that hateth babbling shall have less evil. Rehearse not unto another that which is told unto thee, and thou shalt never fare, and thou shalt fare never the worse.
Exactly, because you don't want to.
Read on, man. It's Salaki, man.
There's more. There's a lot of meat.
Go on.
Whether it be friend or foe.
Friend or foe, meaning a friend or an enemy.
Go on.
An enemy, you know. Enemy, you're not supposed to give a shit, but it says even a friend or an enemy.
But it's talking about an enemy amongst the brotherhood. It ain't just talking about.
Oh, right. Yeah. Come on now. That's right.
Because you know the scriptures speak about, like, I think it's in Matthew 7, where it says,
Pray for your enemies.
yeah, pray for your enemies. That's talking about the brother. Because sometimes you could be at odds with your brother.
Right.
But then you know you could solve it and you cool again.
Yeah, you don't do that's bitch made, man.
Yeah.
When you fall out with a brother, and just because you fell out, now all of a sudden,
You gonna tell
fuck that guy. I can tell,
Yeah.
or he done this, he did back in the day.
Yeah, that's not cool, man. That is-
Like I already told you last week. It was last week we were camped over there. I said that. Did I say it there? Or was it somewhere else? Or to the brothers in Brixton. I said, if a brother is going off, that doesn't mean he's wicked.
Yeah, you said it up here.
Yeah, it was
Was
over
it
there.
there? Okay. It doesn't mean he's wicked. He just probably has a demon on him. Pray for him, so that demon will be uplifted. You know what I'm saying? I've done that. I've prayed for brothers, man. Okay? So even friend or foe. So it maintains yourself that you can regain that brother. You can what's the word I'm looking for? You can reconcile that brother, man. What's that word, man? Redeem that brother, man. Okay? And heap coals of fire upon his head when he sees that even when you two are at odds with one another, you can still maintain your honor and principle.
Integrity.
Exactly, integrity. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Whether it be a friend or foe, talk not of other men's lives, and if thou couldst without offence reveal them not.
Without offense, reveal them not, man. Go ahead.
For he heard and observed thee, and when time cometh he will hate thee.
He heard and he observed you, man. So don't think men are fools, you know. Men watch other men. And they think. Just because you see people walking around always doing something, don't think that these same people don't have time out to think. And think about other people, man. And sit down and think, yeah, man, that guy's a real bastard, man. You know what I mean? So read that again, man.
For he heard and observed thee.
He heard and observed you, man. So he was thinking, okay, so it must have been during the week. That's when he was going around telling people about me, man. So he told him, you know. You know what I'm saying? So you're thinking about these things. This is how this guy is. Now you're examining him. Go ahead.
And when time cometh he will hate thee. If thou hast heard a word, let it die with thee and be bold. It will not burst thee.
Right, you get what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. This is all character, man. It shows you're a man of character. But some people are not like this, man. They live according to the flesh. They don't respect anything, man. Wisdom of Solomon. Is it Wisdom of Solomon? Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 1. You got something? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is what Brother Ariel was saying. This is Sirach chapter 6 and verse 7. It says, "If thou would get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
Right.
For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of trouble."
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta know, you gotta beware of people, man. Don't be young in your mind, innit?
You're naive.
Just know that you're dwelling among scorpions, man. And people, they'll sting you. If it's either you or them, they'll sting you. You're taking a bullet. They ain't taking no bullet for you. You know?
They barely recognize the problem.
Oh wow. You go. See.
So when
You can't.
Read.
Whoa.
Okay, carrying on in that.
Read that again. Read that scripture again.
Right, back from Sirach chapter 6 and verse 7, it says, "If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first."
Prove him first, meaning watch him, man. Don't just automatically call him your friend, man.
Yep.
I mean, you know nowadays, yeah, them Arabs will call you brother.
Yep.
Get out of here, man. You ain't my brother.
Yep.
That's the spirit I had that when he was giving me my trees. Hey, brother.
Yep.
Yeah. They
My
couldn't even
brother,
touch my
my hand.
brother. I'm thinking, you know, they don't look you that way, man.
And it's interesting that they all do it. Don't you find that interesting that they actually?
that they will
It's like it's a rule that they all do it.
to everybody. They call everybody brother. Them Arab, them Muslims.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful to see, brother. Yeah, the one. I just want to say one thing, because basically you were saying something to the effect of regaining the brother.
Yeah.
You know, and basically, because you have like different churches and you know this thing of us, right? So I just want to just read something in Matthew 18. You finished with yours, right?
There's a bit more, but carry on if you want.
Okay, yeah. So it says this is Matthew 18 verse 14. It says, "Even so it is not the will of your Father which is in heaven, that one of these little ones should perish." Verse 15, "Moreover, if thy brother trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone.
See?
If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother."
Right.
But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee one or two more. Then in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, every word may be established.
Right.
Verse 17, "If he shall neglect to hear them, tell it to the church. But if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as an heathen man and the publican." So this is when, like, for example, if a brother doesn't want to hear the church, or he doesn't want to hear the 2 or 3 witnesses and it gets to the church, then, you know, you have to cast them out. That's the balance. But the intent here is if a brother's going off or he feels some kind of way about the truth or whatever, your intent is to regain that man.
Right.
You know, don't just cast them out from the jump. You examine the whole scope, the situation, see where he's coming from in the mind. And if he's fervent in his mind where he wants to leave the church, then, you know, you got to let him roll in his own spirit. Because we've had brothers like that. You know what I mean? And me and you, we know who he is. All of us know who he is, you know? And, you know, he didn't want to really take on board the responsibility, so he just decided to do his own thing. And, you know, if time presents, so we talk. You know, because at the end of the day, in this truth, men are going to do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Men are going to do what they want to do and go their own route, because the scripture says man's goings of the Lord, so to speak. But at the same time, it's really between him and the Lord if that guy wants to be outside the church.
Right.
Because we're all supposed to be joined together, like the Apostle Paul said, jointly fitted together.